Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Code's Corner K4 episode something. I am your host, Kevin Corus, joined today by only 2 out of the 3 local idiots. Not village idiots. So that's something different.
Okay.
Yeah. Last time on Dragon Ball Z Kai, what did you guys do? Kyra wasn't there. Wasn't it like the ransom mission? Where you guys, did the little tiny job for, that random guy to help pay out his ransom for.
Oh yeah, the motorcycle.
Yeah,
and his
and you guys
daughter and all that.
you guys followed the gang of kidnappers back to their house and schwacked them all.
Yeah.
A lot.
No, it wasn't a lot. It was a pretty quick and easy
I mean, yeah, it
job.
was pretty simple. It was a one-shot mission. It wasn't very complicated.
It was kind of funny.
And then before that, what did you guys do before that? I know there was we just finished the mission with the androids, and after the murder mystery at the banquet, there was that.
Yes.
And then there was there was something else I think that I'm forgetting about, but could have been important.
I don't know. You watch the videos. You'll tell us eventually.
And Oid spent a butt ton of money. That's what he did.
Really?
Yeah,
I think 90K.
How much moolah are we talking here?
90K.
Oh my gosh! On what?
Mostly on stocks. I think he put a ludicrous amount of money into the stock market, which I will actually do right now.
Yes,
because Oid's not here, I'm not gonna do his stocks. He can lick my fat newts.
You mean the extra stocks?
Yeah, I think he has in 3 different things, hasn't he? He has
I thought he had 5.
5? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna double check.
I thought he did.
Talk about expanding your portfolio.
Yeah,
I thought he had 5 or 4.
He has KE, New You, and Dream. Yeah. He has 169,000 in the bank still.
I'll put 1,200 into New You.
Into New You.
Yes.
Alrighty.
I don't want to go into Dream because, they've got security issues.
What do you mean, bro?
I think wasn't that one of our plans that we wanted to try to mix up the stock market purposely by stealing?
Yeah, I think so. I vaguely remember that.
What's it called? Absolutely just tank a company's stock. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, so I'll do LSSI first still, because they have the lowest threshold out of the companies you all have. I rolled a 30 even. Wow. Okay.
They go up or down?
That would be neither. They just stay the same.
Oh, they just stay.
Yeah, because 30 is their threshold for falling. So they just stay the same. Then we'll do New You.
Oh man, I've got 5,750.
I got a 51. So they go up a little bit, not a lot. And then KE.
100.
No.
I rolled a 19.
They go down.
Yeah. They do go down. Substantially as well. That would be down.
Actually, that's fine for me because KE is the one that I pull out of. It's LSSI that I have yet to pull out of.
Yeah. You guys lost. I rolled a 19.
Jesus Christ.
How could you?
Oh, Wade's losing a lot of money. He had 32K in KE.
In KE?
Yeah, that's right. Because last time you nearly rolled max, right?
Yeah. I think I did roll max, didn't I? Like a 95 or something, some stupidly high number.
I remember that now. Jesus Christ. Well, there goes
he's going down again.
There goes my floating money.
Wait, what's Oid's number in KE stocks right now? If he had 30,000 in KE stocks,
he's down to 20.
Oh,
from 32. He's broken even, I think, almost.
Wasn't he like close to breaking even, and then
Yeah. Actually, I think
It shot up.
I think he no, is it did he start with 20? I think he did start with 20, didn't he?
he started with 20,000, and then
Yeah.
he
Then he wouldn't go
bumped
down
up
all the
a
way.
crap
He
ton.
would go down to like
Bumped up like
25
12.
because
Well, actually, yeah, because he got 32, so he had
Yeah.
12,000. He got,
He bumped up 12,000.
Oh
then
yes,
he
he went up
dropped
and then
And then
he
he
dropped down to
lost it
6.
all. He
Yeah,
just
so he would
lost
drop
it all.
down 6, so he would have 26,000 left.
so actually, that's not that bad. He only
That's not
lost
a lot.
10,000 K.
He could
Yeah.
come out with like $6,000 with $6,000 more dollars than he had.
It's
Yeah.
just
in.
LSSI that I'm worried about, man. I'm so close to just pulling out. Ugh.
It's
Oh,
almost
wow.
like this is the actual risk of trading stocks.
Yeah, this is it is the risk. How long do you wait? How long will the Kona's luck continue to be
Well,
decent?
How long do you endure the knife twisting until you say, "All right, yeah, that's it."
Yeah.
How much do I have in LSSI again? I know I
I mean,
have close to
6,000.
10.
Honestly,
many?
for only starting out with like 1,500 in KE, I'm at 3,000. I was at 5,000. I should have said, "All right, pulling out my KE," because what are the odds of getting that good of a roll on
Yeah.
KE stocks? So I should have pulled out at 5.
I mean, always
But
playing
I'm
with
still at
like his life
I'm still at, like,
savings. So
3,000.
Oh,
I'm at,
yeah,
what,
that's right.
1,500
So
KE?
I have 6,000 LSSI. That's right. I just need
Yeah.
4,000 more.
yeah,
Kode.
for this week it stayed the exact same because I rolled exactly on the threshold.
Also, holy shit, I didn't realize how many I had in KE. I have a lot of profit.
I mean, you had
Really?
more and you lost some. So
Hey, all I'm saying is
much you up?
from 5,000. So I pulled out when I reached 10,000, left 5,000 in there, and now it's at 19,500.
Jeez.
yeah, because
Yeah,
didn't I roll like two like almost 100% on KE
that's
like then?
right.
Yeah.
Like I
You
rolled like a
got
stupidly
crap
high
ton.
amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm up 1,500, so I mean, it's not bad. I'm gonna leave it in there.
I just need that 4,000, man. That's all I need.
I
My
want to wait
fix.
until I at least reach 10K on my KE stocks. I might put more in.
It's
Um,
always 10K, and then you let it float around
I'm
until
gonna
I'm
allow
abruptly
5K when I
rich.
get to 10.
I'm telling you, when we have like $1 million, I'm gonna put 200,000.
Into like stocks
And you're just
and
gonna
just
lose all of it.
absolutely crush the stock market.
Yeah, you're gonna
Really
buy
should.
like. I mean, I guess
9%.
it wouldn't actually
See,
be that much.
you need to like pump and dump JE stocks to make them go under.
So you're just gonna like a rapid fire buy and sell just to like inflate the price.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So
You
now
pump
that
like 100,000 into JE
Mhm.
stocks, I know they don't have that high of a stock price.
Mm.
I mean, they're still the second biggest company in the world.
Yeah, but they're still dog water.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, I
Second
think
biggest company,
would they
dog
even
water.
be private or public trading? They might not even be public trading, to be honest.
Their cybersecurity has a lot to be desired.
I mean, a lot of their
Mm.
companies left to be desired.
Hence why business is good.
Mm.
Especially as a hacker, man, corporate espionage is never so easy.
You know it, bro.
Alright, but what's on the docket? Enough about stock markets. People don't come here to hear about stocks.
My stocks are up 5%, guys. Oh my god. A goldfish can trade better than Nasdaq.
Sound a lot like those guys on that one subreddit that we definitely won't mention because we don't want to get like destroyed.
Nah, bro.
Those
I mean, a goldfish beat them. I think they're
goldfish
already
did beat them, yeah.
yeah
They're already at the lowest point in their lives.
yeah.
We don't buy the meme stocks here.
No, we
Here
don't.
at Kode Enterprises, we don't buy the meme stocks.
Yeah, we don't buy the Willy Wonka parody company stocks. We only buy KE and
We don't buy
RSSI.
Tesla.
We only buy fictional stocks, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I do have stocks, but not a lot.
Look at you go.
not 20k worth of stocks.
So Dakota, when are you gonna pull out?
Well, they're long term, so that isn't as big a worry. It's like short trading is the stuff. It's like, oh, if you wait a millisecond too long, you're going to lose your entire life savings.
Essentially,
That's short trading. Yeah.
I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's time to trade.
It's time to trade. God. But yeah, so you guys wake up. Are you guys gonna buy anything before the next mission? Do you want to, do anything? Talk to anybody? Work on anything?
I've still got some toys.
I don't think I have anything I want to buy. I'll probably just, for convenience sake. What? How much money do I got? No, 87. Nah, I ain't buying it.
I'm good for now. 44.
I think bonus is like 96 or something like that.
Look at y'all getting.
I could spend more money for him though because his bonus. Yeah, he's 104. I lied.
Oh, you can spend 4,000.
4,000. I do want to get him. I wanted to get him a fear inhibitor.
Yes.
So he
Actually,
literally
no.
can't feel
That's a
fear.
terrible idea.
No, the bad one is the pain inhibitor. That would probably get him killed. But the fear inhibitor means that he can't feel fear.
Fear.
I would say get him a pain dampener.
Let's see. 4K. You can't get a lot with 4K.
Can't get a lot with 4K, but you can get a lot with 90K.
I'd give him an eidetic memory chip that gives him a perfect
Think about
memory.
it. You spend 90,000 on something, you have 14,000 left over.
Or I could give him the something new that I added, the sadomasochism reinforcement chip, which means that like you essentially get a massive dump of like dopamine when you inflict pain or cause or like feel pain, so it makes you into like a berserker. It gets you hooked on
mid-combat
causing pain. Yeah.
Just got stabbed in the chest. Oh,
essentially, yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty funny.
Just a sadomasochism chip.
It makes you like less sane. It makes you addicted to causing violence, and it's super illegal, but it's pretty funny.
Why would you get him that?
That's what we have Ripper Dogs for.
Exactly. The fear inhibitor is 8K, so he can't afford the fear inhibitor. Really could, but I could put a bomb in his chest.
Yes. Yes, please.
It's
Get
pretty
him
funny.
you and a bomb in his chest.
I could. I get him like an elbow blade for his for his bionic arms.
Actually, can't you get him a I'm thinking of some leg blade.
He doesn't have.
He doesn't have.
I mean, you don't need a bionic leg for the knee.
Turn the
strength
blades. Build into a dex build.
Yeah, bro.
Just min-max the shit out of it.
You know it. I could get him. A bionic jaw.
Yes. Yes.
That'd be cursed.
If he cannot tear a door,
if he can't,
hinges,
he can't
that,
bite
that
through
should
steel
be.
bars.
That
I
should be
don't
an
want it.
upgrade. The Titanite.
Titanic
Jaw.
jaw.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, but you gotta get the
blade.
roof of your mouth done too. You gotta go like full.
Get the full.
What's his name? Jay Dollar. Full
Yeah, get the diamond encrusted gold.
I fear nobody.
Dipped in gold.
The Jay Dollar stories always crack me up.
Yeah.
Literally got his jaw blown off.
Point
Got
blank.
carried by his teammate. And now he's just got a bionic jaw.
Yeah. So he doesn't want to buy anything. I'm not gonna have bonus buy anything. I think he enjoys having money to spend for once instead of being like, well, I can't even afford dinner today because I blew it all on like a bunch of hyper advanced bionic equipment. So I'll say it's like a couple of. Actually, I think at the end of last episode, you guys wanted to like get right into a job, so it's the next day, 30 days until the next run cycle. And I'll just one at a time because why not? So Knox, what do you do? Where do you go? On a day-to-day basis. What locations do you visit?
If it's not like a work day for a mission.
Yeah.
What new arcs do I want to open up? Because I have a few arcs to go down.
Seeing that
I
you have gone down none of them so far?
I have security business. I gave 2 cards out yesterday.
Yeah. I gave out 2 business cards. I have 1,000 left, but
Yes. I feel like it would per day be spent working out in the morning. She's one of the. If I wasn't in a city where I'd get shot, I'd walk. I'd do 3 miles at 4 in the morning. So she probably has a home gym. How big is this apartment?
Not very.
yeah, not very. Did you have like a standard one, right?
The premise one, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like an average New York apartment, pretty small.
And she'll probably.
I am
go
thinking of
to-
adding options like that let you guys buy bigger apartments and stuff if you wanted to. So that'll be an option available if you guys feel like, you know what, I want to buy and decorate my house. Put like a security turret in my roof or something.
Yeah, I think if anything, she'd work out, and then after she's done working out, maybe she goes to a cafe or bar. Maybe, probably more cafe than bar. She's not like heavy on drinking, considering it takes a lot of alcohol to get her drunk.
Yeah. I mean, caffeine wouldn't do very much for you either. You need to take like
It's
a caffeine
more of the
injection.
taste. It's more of the
Yeah.
taste than the caffeine itself. Plus, technically, coffee can be cheaper than alcohol.
Yes. Depending on the coffee, I guess. But...
So she'd do that. I was about to say we can open up the family arc and be like, I do something with my family every now and then. But I'm
My
like,
family live in Chicago, so.
never
it's,
mind. I call them maybe once in a while.
Yeah.
Once a year.
I show up every
Hello,
Christmas.
hello. I'm still alive. Yes, you hear from me. Very well.
Or-
Goodbye.
Yeah, I show up every New Year's. They're like, oh, what'd you do? And like, oh, the normal family stuff. Painting, art selling, being better than humans.
2 kids.
Yeah.
0 kids.
-2 kids.
Rich.
Your
Rich.
mom gets on, when are you gonna have kids?
Me have kids? Please, mom.
No, she gets on the phone and it's like, oh, when are you gonna have kids? And it's like, you just hang up.
Yeah. I'm gonna tunnel.
I'm going into a tunnel.
Yeah.
I can't. Here.
Fall in the middle of a firefight. It's like, sorry, I'm in the middle of a gunfight.
Now's not the time. Just hang up.
What are those sounds around you?
Oh, it's a realistic fighting simulator. What can I say?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm watching
fuck
an
my
action
leg.
movie. Yeah. Spare me. No.
Yeah, she'd probably do that. I feel like she'd visit from time to time Xanthorpe.
Well, he's working. He works.
Yeah, no, I know he's working. He
Yeah.
shows up. She shows
He's
up.
like
during
barge into like the
his-
middle of his conference meeting and like the upper floor of the corporate branch, and he's like, "You shouldn't be here."
And be like, yeah, but
I
I
should.
like it when I'm here. I'm here for after the meeting, not during.
And would you say that you would
Sitting
be like
in on the meeting.
you'd be like replacing Xanthorpe's bodyguard since his bodyguard was like hospitalized after nearly dying last time?
That's right. He did get hospitalized.
They're
Yeah.
I feel
good.
like I'd do that offer for him. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I've got the perfect picture for Nox sitting in on one of the Hermes meetings.
Oh God.
God.
Which one does? Okay.
Which one doesn't belong?
I'd
Third from the
dress
right. But yeah, so Nox, you're at your cafe, walking around the town, and a guy walks up to you, and he's wearing like a nice like vest and like snapback cap, that you recognize belongs to essentially like a courier service. It's like a subsidiary of Hermes that delivers like VIP messages and stuff like that. And the guy walks up to you and he hands you an envelope. And he says that this is from Mr. Dante Riddle. And then he walks away.
All right, I'd look at the envelope, put it in my pocket, and open that later. Wait, I mean later. I mean like I don't know. I go somewhere to open it probably.
Okay. So yeah, so you like head home or get in the car or something, and you open it, and inside is this like gold, like like shiny metal, kind of like a postcard sized piece of like plate of metal, and it has like a really nice like Art Deco like pattern on it, and it is an invitation for entry into a club called the Easy Speaker, located in the Deco district of Rhinestone. And its invitation.
What district?
The Deco district, which is like like the 1920s like Art Deco sort of aesthetic. That caught on in the far-flung future a few decades ago.
Isn't that called what was that where it's the future but they choose to live in a certain
retro?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like it came back in popularity. It's like a bonus generation thing though. It's like pretty old at this point, but Rhinestone and Chicago. Yeah. But Rhinestone and Chicago still have their Deco districts upstanding, whereas the rest of the world like got rid of theirs after it fell out of style. But Rhinestone still actually likes the Deco aesthetic, and Chicago is too poor to get rid of it, so they don't get rid of it. So, an invitation for that says that there's a grand opening happening later tonight, and that you're invited. This fancy club.
I feel like the Deco district in Detroit is like Rapture.
Yeah, I could see it.
BioShock.
Yeah.
It's underwater.
It's in like
it's
the
actually
Great Lakes.
Underwater.
I'll probably like text Cairo, asking him, or actually no, I think I'd text Bonus.
Oh wow, I'm not even the first choice. Sick.
No, because he said this is a bonus type thing, so I'd expect Bonus to know about it.
Okay, so you text Bonus. What do you ask him?
I'd ask him, "Do you know about this club?" And I send him the Easy Speak thing.
And he's like, "No, but I also just got a delivery with this invitation in it, so."
I'd then text Cairo and be like, "Bonus surprisingly doesn't know about this, but do you know about the Easy Speak?"
Should I make an intelligence check?
No, because this club didn't exist up until like a couple days ago.
Oh, okay. So I'll be like, no.
Yeah, so you're just like, no, but Cairo, you also would have received an invitation. The same kind of, courier walks up, so this is from Dante Riddle, hands you an envelope and walks away. And inside is the same really fancy, like, has like those like holographic, like, depending on what angle you look at it, it changed pattern.
It's lenticular.
It is metal, yeah. And very fancy, and it's the invitation to this club you never heard of. Lists like the address. And it says there's like a grand opening.
Out there making nightclubs these days.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder, should I start a nightclub? See, that's the big twist. Once Cairo gets to 1 million, I'm gonna open up my own nightclub.
Nice.
Thought I was gonna go for a robotic body? No. That was just all part of my plan.
But yeah, so, and Oil also would get one if you were here.
But he's not, so he's not part of the squad this time.
He's not,
so he
yeah.
doesn't get one.
So he's, I mean, he gets the invitation, but he's like, dummy bags and just like ignores it.
This is all inclusive, but it's excluding one.
Yeah. You have negative 1
No,
guess.
he gets an envelope and it says you're not invited.
Do not show up to this address at this time.
Actually worried for what he's
You
gonna
are
do.
not welcome.
But yeah, so do you guys agree to head to this place?
Yeah, sure. I'm taking the dog in the car.
All right. In that case, you all head over to the Deco District. And that is a, not like a fancy place. It used to be pretty fancy. It used to be, you know, cutting edge of technology, but now it's kind of fallen off a bit.
To go there, I'll have Kyra wear his performance outfit. Just because it's nicer than my regular digs.
Yeah, I think Bonus is gonna wear like his like fancy suit that he wore to like the banquets and stuff at the NDRR. He's breaking out the you know, the nice stuff.
Well, I
Still
mean,
same
the
mask.
only reason I say the performance outfit is because it's gilded. It's got like inlays and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, so the Deco District. It's still Ryanstown. This is not exactly the nicest or cleanest place in the world, but it is generally like brighter
Nice.
and yeah, a little bit nicer than like the rest of the city around it.
It's not filled with homeless people.
That is also true, yeah. And you
homeless
guys
people.
head off to the address you were provided, but you roll up and it isn't advertised as a club. It's just advertised as like a generic electronics store.
Oh, okay. I'll take the first step. I'll go in.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Sorry.
All right. Yeah. So you walk inside. It's a generic-looking electronics store. You know, it sells like internal cell phone chips and AR goggles and cell phones and cameras and like drone upgrades and things like that.
The guy behind the counter, what does he look like?
He's like a you know, high school age kid.
I'm gonna go to the counter and be like, I'll just put the invite on the counter.
Alright, so you put the invite on the counter. And the kid looks at it, and it looks at you. His face does not change. He never stops looking like, you know, a bored teenager working at a job he doesn't like. the dead stare. And he just kind of points to one of the walls.
Alright, yeah. Alright, I'll take the invite again, and then I'll go over to the wall and start, like, pressing it. I guess? I don't know.
Cool, yeah, so you walk over to one of the walls. And it's like, you know, like they have like the big like shelving units and stuff along the wall with like the boxes of, you know, trinkets and electronic bits and baubles, you know, like the Arduinos and the little, you know, wire spools and you know, bits of like building your own electronic devices and like batteries and things like that. And you walk up, and a part of the shelving unit like fizzles and glitches out as you come near it before disappearing, as like a hologram disengages, and then like there's this like Art Deco like logo of like a microphone and like a circle, you know,
Okay.
with the easy speaker underneath it, and you walk up, and like the golden emblem on the wall, like a light begins to like circle around it, and you get close enough before it like, you know, pulses this like nice warm golden light, and then you hear like an unlocking, you know, disengaging like chunk, and like the wall kind of swings open like a half inch.
Um, do you want us to? Well, should I tell you what I'm armed with?
Yeah, sure, if you want.
Alright. I'm appendix carrying both of my pistols, and then I just have my revolver.
Wow, appendix
back
carrying?
holster.
You're gonna injure yourself there, buddy.
Right.
Gonna misfire. You know what I'm saying?
Just like that. Bang.
2 becomes 1.
Exactly.
Easiest way to give yourself a hernia.
Darwin Award.
Darwin Award. But yeah, I'll be a appendix carrying 2 pistols instead of just 1. So it's double the risk. The danger, it excites me.
If I sit down the wrong way, I'm gonna be taking that out of the gene pool real quick.
The line stops with me.
God.
Yeah, that's what I'm carrying, and of course Honk has his 50.
Alrighty, I think bonus is just, usually carrying his 2 deagles and the weapons in his
pistol.
arm. Gel pistol he keeps in his boot.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have him upgrade that gel pistol, but not upgrade the deagles.
To a gel
Deagle.
Minigun. Gel deagle, that's cursed. I could probably find art for that though if I looked hard enough.
That's what it needs. A
Yeah.
rapid fire gel Glock.
That's pretty much what it is.
But he needs to get like the buildable skeleton to put around it to
Yeah.
make it an actual Roni.
So Nox, are you carrying anything special with you today?
Probably not. Considering. Oh shit. Nah. I think it's just the normal combat knife, deeg. Because I kind of want to modify the katana to make it better in public. Otherwise, actually, you can open carry with a sword, yeah.
I mean, normally yes, but you are going to a party.
This is true. Yeah, I think it'd just be the combat knife and deagle.
All right. Cool. Are you guys going to be wearing your fancy, like, rubber-lined coats to prevent from scanners seeing through, or?
Yeah.
I don't know if are my clothes rubber lined?
No, we have
Yeah,
specific.
I'm pretty
we
sure
have
Dapper
specific
gave you
ones.
guys. Yeah. Gave you like coats that were rubber-lined.
Yeah, I'll wear mine.
All right. Bonus does also have his usual his trench coat on, the one that's rubber lined, has like the cyan on the outside. And he gets out of the car and he hits a button on the coat and it changes color to match his black suit. He has fancy clothes.
That's
Yeah, he spent
Neon
money on
car-
that.
Wait, what, his cart? What'd you say changed color?
His trench coat changes colors.
That's
So I added a bunch of
LED
clothing
one, or-
modifications. Yeah.
You added the one that's not glow up, right? It's just
Yes.
like
There's
matted
the
color.
LED one, and there's the normal color changing. And then I also added, if you want to be like really fancy, there's a Vanta Black, like a black 4.0 version of
Jesus.
that makes you like gives you shadow camouflage in
How
darkness.
expensive is that?
That's very expensive, I'm
Very.
pretty sure. Yeah, you can look at the
Yeah.
rule book, but I think
like
it's
getting a
50,000.
can of like the blackest paint is like really expensive in the real world.
Yeah.
But actually,
it's pretty
there's two
cool.
types now. Now that
Yeah, there's Vanta Black and there's Black 2.0. It's 3.0 now,
yeah,
isn't it?
it's the one where you could actually get it more affordable, and it's not copyrighted. I think it is. So
Yeah,
anyone
Black
could use it.
3.0 is the non-copyrighted version.
Mhm.
And so there's also an upgrade for that, but you can't color change out of that. That's a permanent addition
Yeah.
to a part of the clothing. So but it just changes his coat's color to match his suit jacket and stuff. Make it uniform. And you all head down into this tunnel through this secret door into a speakeasy called the Easy Speaker because I'm unoriginal. and my naming scheme is genius, and you can't prove otherwise.
Man, I could really wonder what this is.
I know, right? I know. But yeah, so the door opens and you step down into this like nice, dimly lit, like descending staircase, and the sounds of like nice jazz music, drift up from the party below, and you guys come out at the bottom of this nice hallway into like a pretty big open like a bar room. So there's like a dozen like round tables with like a few chairs around each of them. There's a big bar across the far wall, and then there is a big like metal stage against one of the walls where there's like a live actual jazz band performing.
Oh, that's actually interesting. I hope they're not demons.
Yeah. Live music is pretty rare nowadays, so Mr. Riddle is going with the bit. Going all the way.
Committing to the bit.
Yeah.
As they say. Back in the old news.
And so you guys, enter this main bar area. There are a bunch of people like dancing on like a dance floor in the middle. People, eating and drinking. This is actually like a shockingly large room. Like the ceiling is like 25 feet high. And there's like actually like a second floor that like looks out into the main area. So there's like balconies and stuff along the walls. Like it's like legit, like a full club just underground. And there are like see a bunch of people that you all clock immediately as being like security. Guys in suits, muscled with guns on their jackets. And one of the goons walks up and he they have like the wand over you, but it doesn't pick anything up because you're all insulated coats. And he's like, all right, you're good. Have a good time at the party. And you guys can meander however you wish.
I'll probably end up getting a drink, chilling at the bar.
All right. I think probably Bunny's probably doing the same.
I am, however, going to have what kind of visions do I have on my mask again? Let me see. Is there anybody here like speaking other languages that I can translate?
No, I don't think so. I think everybody here's talking English.
Oh, okay. Speaking common.
So you have generator, HUD, targeting suite, respirator, injection, human shielding. Yeah, you don't have you only have the text translator and targeting suite.
No, I know I have EM vision on it.
You have night vision for your cyber eyes.
My eyes, but my mask has EM.
No, your mask has light level correction, general HUD, upgraded text translator, targeting suite, upgraded respirator, thermal reflector, ink injections, and EMP shielding.
Then how have I done EM?
Wait,
you have it.
Let me see something here. No, yeah, I do have EM vision on something because that's how I was able to find the things for the toaster. Remember?
That was in the Matrix, wasn't it?
No. The IRL paint signatures. I was able to detect them with EM. I'm pretty sure I have EM vision on my mask.
Then you would have to replace something with it.
I thought I did.
either that or one of the other two, meaning I used it as well.
You have to swap out the night vision for it, the translator, or the targeting suite. I think you might have swapped the targeting suite. Like you had EM and you put the targeting suite in it. Because I don't think you've always had the targeting suite.
No, I don't think so. I think I might have. I think you're right. I might have switched out the EM for targeting.
Yeah, that's what I think happened. So I remember you didn't always have the combat stuff, and then you were like, well, I have a cool revolver and a gunslinger ability now, so I'm gonna buy the targeting suite.
mean, I could just EM.
That
And I
is true.
think, does bonus have EM?
I don't think so. I think he has night vision.
Oh, he has night vision. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I could EM.
Oh well.
I'll also be going mute now. So.
Okay. I do have my gunslinger skill wire active.
Bye.
That's all I needed to know. All right.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
you can choose to have the hacking skill wire if you want, but
In a crowded place such as this, if something breaks out, it's better to have the gunslinger active.
yeah. Yeah. So.
Because I can't just dive behind a bar and like plug in and start ganking
Yeah.
folk.
So in that case, yeah. So you're looking around. Are you looking for anything in particular with your eyeballs, or are you just like
Anything that could gain me money, honestly. So I'll do a perception check if anything.
anything that could gain you money?
Like any possible like open contracts or something like that. Like I'm just trying to like overhear something or kind of like read lips.
Ah, okay. Maybe a perception check. You could do that.
An 8.
And an 8. Alright. So yeah, so you have a scan of the room, and you pick up that most people here seem to be talking about like the grand opening, and like how they had no idea that this was even going to be like a thing until like a week ago, where they all just got like notifications from people that they all knew that this is going to be an event that was going to be happening. People are talking about like how nobody knows anything about the owner. Nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows like where he came from. Like he's just a mystery man essentially who showed up one day and opened this fancy speakeasy. That seems to be the general like discussion.
Okay. Alright, then I guess I'll wait for something interesting to happen.
Alright. Yeah, so you guys, sit at the bar, wait around, have some drinks and stuff. And eventually, so there's like, there's a front door, and then to the left wall is the bar. And then the top left corner of that part of the room, there's like a staircase that runs along the wall to like the second floor, where there's like a plaque on the door that says like manager's office kind of deal, employees only.
Okay.
And after like 20 minutes or so, that door opens, and one of the guys, like one of the security goons, comes down the stairs and walks up to you guys sitting at the bar, and is like leans over to you guys and like whispers. It's like the manager wants to see you in his office.
I'll look to like Bonus and Nox and be like, alright, yeah.
Bonus just like nods, stands up, adjusts his jacket. Because he can't drink with his mask on, so.
Yeah. Yeah. So
right.
he just sits there with a drink. He doesn't even drink.
Yeah, he just buys one and never actually drinks it.
In his hand. He needs to look sophisticated. It's all part of blending in for him.
Yeah,
If he at
it's all
least
part
has
of the.
drink in his hand, the ruse
Mhm.
works.
Exactly.
But if he actually just sits there without a drink, it doesn't.
Yeah, because then he looks weird,
It was
like
just
awkward.
Completely. Exactly. Why are you sitting in a bar without a drink in your hand? But if he has a drink, no one asks anything.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Doesn't even have to drink it.
Yeah, never drink it. So he just kind of like. Actually, I think he goes to like bring the like tumbler of whiskey that he has with him. Then as he walks, like follows you guys and the goon, has like a potted plant, just dumps the alcohol into the potted plant. Like puts the glass like the nearest like waiter's like tray and just keeps walking. That poor plant. If only it was real, it would definitely be dead. But yeah, so you guys are led up the stairs there and into like the manager's office. And this is also like a surprisingly big room. The ushers and like the walls and stuff in this club are all wood. You can't tell if it's real wood or not, but just it being wood, like fake or real, is so expensive. Real is like exceptionally expensive. So, you know, it's pretty nice. You walk in and it's like smoky, very dimly lit. You know, no windows. Obviously, you're underground. Probably will see like
this lovely dirt.
There's one window into a giant wall of dirt. The view here is fantastic.
I love seeing rebar, concrete, and dirt.
Yeah, but I think there probably will be like a big LCD panel that looks like a window, that looks like it overlooks Ryanstown, but
like
doesn't actually.
Cityscape,
yeah.
And it looks like it's daytime, but it's actually like midnight.
Yeah. And you know, you see that there is a young man, probably in his early 20s, standing in the middle of the room, hitting like a big punching bag, and he has like, you know, wraps on his hands. He's wearing like a unbuttoned like dress shirt and stuff like that, slacks. And you guys recognize him. This is your boss, Mr. Riddle, and he's punching this bag, and his punches are surprisingly heavy. And he's actually like pretty competent. That punching bag, something seems kind of off about it. It's kind of lumpy.
Oh no! I know what's inside there.
Yeah. And there are like probably like half a dozen like bouncers, you know, the security goons in here, like sitting around smoking. And you guys walk in, and like the air is filled with like the glow stick smoke, the vape smoke. So there's like pineapples and stuff in here. And like mint, and Riddle stops hiding the bag for a minute, and he sees you guys walk in, and he's like, just the people I was looking to see.
Continue.
And he's like, I'm glad that you guys could join me for the grand opening of my new establishment here. Please have a seat. And he gestures to the chairs that are in front of this like big wooden desk in the far end of the room.
Yeah, I'll take a seat. Bonus is probably gonna stand like the edgelord he is.
Yeah, bonus. Yeah, but he's standing like the part of the room where all the bouncers are, because there's like no light in that part of the room, so you can only see like their like hips up.
But for him, you only see his mask.
The light's reversed somehow. Yeah, like only like part of his mask is shown. Yeah, to be super edgy. And also, for some reason, he's in black and white. Yeah, everything's only in black and white in this room. Yeah, so you guys sit down, and Riddle sits across from you, and he like, you know, puts his feet up on his own desk, disrespectful of his own property, and and he like puts his hands behind his head, leans back in his like antique-looking office chair, and he's like, have you folks enjoyed the party?
Yeah, so far so good.
And he was like, good. Well, I'm sure you could figure out by now that this isn't exactly purely a social call.
Oh, and here I was hoping.
I know. Disappointing to hear, but unfortunately, you know, circumstances call for my need of your services once again. And he kind of like, you know, takes his feet off the desk and leans forward, and he's like, you know, I consider this little club of mine to be my retirement project. You know, a little something to keep me busy, keep me occupied.
Okay.
And he's like, and I've been trying to enjoy my retirement here. He says this being like a 22-year-old guy. And he's like, you know, trying to do my retirement.
Yes, 22.
Yeah, like, but you know, there are some things, some people specifically they're really killing my vibe. They're really ruining my buzz. You know, they're making it hard for me to enjoy the grand opening of my club.
I see. And I now understand why we are here.
And he's like, yes, I'm sure you do. And you all get ER messages that are, it's a list of 12 names with short descriptions, the ones you already have, that I give you guys ahead of time. And it's like, those names are 12 people whom I need removed from the picture.
Forcefully taken from this mortal coil. Gotcha.
He's like, yes, they are proving to be sources of disturbance in my new tranquil life, and I'm trying to separate myself from that. My therapist has been telling me, Dante, you gotta, take whatever is stressing you out and get rid of it. Ignore it. So I'm taking his advice, and I did. And he pushed the punching bag. Like, that's my therapist.
Hey man, you know what? To each his own.
And he's like, and honestly, so far it's been working out great. It really helped me get my aggression out.
Hey man, like I said, to each his own.
And he's like, yes, those 12 names, I need them removed. And in exchange for each of the names you remove, from that there list, you will receive each the corresponding payment.
Sounds good.
Upon proof of death, of course.
But of course. I'm gonna lean forward a little bit, and I'll be like, all right. I will do this for the corresponding payments, and after all 12 are successfully unalived, I would like to do a show here.
And you're like, I had no idea you were a performative type, Mr. Pharaoh. Well, I'll certainly take it into consideration.
Sounds good.
And he's like, but, of course, this many names on this big of a list, I can't just leave it all down to you folks, so it is an open contract. Anybody in the city can claim any of those bounties at any time. However, they aren't going to be public for 24 hours.
Okay. So what you're saying is we have 24 hours to complete as many as possible.
Like, well, to get them all done, I doubt people will hop on the murder bandwagon as soon as I put the list out. But, yes, you have 24 hours until you need to start worrying about competition. I think you guys earned that.
To start worrying about us.
Well, yes, that is, yes. I think after your last mission you guys did for me went so well, did such a good job, I felt it was only fair that I rewarded you guys here.
Fair enough. Definitely appreciate it.
And he goes to say something else, but one of the goons walks into the room and walks behind the desk and whispers in his ear, and he goes from being very jolly and cordial to being PO'd, and the goon walks away, and he's kind of looks at you guys and he's like, I need to handle something. One moment, please. And he stands up from his desk and he reaches underneath it and he pulls out an assault rifle that has no stock on it. And he just racks the slide back, the bolt, and he marches to the door, and he kind of kicks the door open with his foot, and he leans his head out with the gun, and he yells something to the effect of you aren't welcome here, and he just sprays down one of the tables of people with this assault rifle, and guns down 6 dudes that are at this little faux wooden dining table across the room, and the whole bar goes dead silent as he sprays them down, and he stares there at everybody. You get a pin drop from across the room at this point. Nobody's making any sounds. Then Dante's like, "What? Yeah, get to it!" And then the music starts back up, and people start going back to talking and having a good time and dancing. And he just closes the door again. He turns around.
In mask is leaned over the back of his chair, one arm is up on the back of the chair, and he's turned around, and then he turns to look at Bonus and then knocks.
Yeah, Bonus looks at you, and is through the mask you can feel him be weird.
It's just sub vocals. Well, alrighty then.
Yeah,
was not expecting that, but alright. I think it is our time to leave.
But yeah, so Dante's like, please, do excuse me there, and he kind of like plops this rifle on like his desk in front of you guys. And that there were some unwelcome guests. You really can't run any kind of business in this city without some criminal organization trying to muscle their way in on things.
Sounds about right.
Those lads, I believe, are from the Crimson Crescent. I think. I believe you guys are familiar with those blokes, no?
Fuck them. Fuck them. I was confused for a second there. Then you said Crimson Crescent. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Like, yeah, good.
Totally understandable.
Yes, they've been bothering me. Something about, you can't sell drugs out of your illegal speakeasy without our permission. Well, they can die with my permission. And he taps the M4 that he has on his desk. And he's like, but in any case, I do apologize. If you guys need anything before you go, don't feel any hesitation to let me know. And drinks and food are on the house today, if you want to stay and enjoy the party.
The one thing I will do before we leave is, so we're going after the PI first, right?
That's what you guys agreed upon, yes.
I'll ask for the address of that guy. Is that listed?
Yes, he gives you, he's like, you want to go after the private investigator then, okay. And he gives you an address, and he does say that the PI, he lives in an apartment that's attached to his private investigator, like, office, and he has his secretary on the payroll.
How cliche.
Yeah, bro, you know it.
What does it say about him? Give me one moment. Where is he? Oh, Daniel Thorne. Okay, there are no extra tags on that. Alright, well, at least we know where he is, and, like, you know, he's got an associate. Does the secretary need to be unharmed, or flattered?
Riddle's like, I could not possibly care less, as long as whatever you do doesn't come back to bite me.
Cool. Alright, anything else we need to know about the PI?
Anything else you want to ask?
Yeah, is there anything else we need to know about him?
Don't believe so. He's a private investigator.
That's it?
He does have a registered firearm under his name, so you don't know that much.
That's not a big concern of mine.
I didn't think so, but I wanted to.
Not meaning to pry, but is he like investigating you, or prior investigation?
Riddle's like, yes, he used to be a nuisance. However, while his investigation may have come to a close, he still knows a bit too much for my comfort.
So what you're saying is, if we get in there while he's asleep and cause a gas leak, that would be like big brain, right?
If you what?
Cause a gas leak in his apartment?
That could do. I mean, it doesn't need to be an accident. You could just walk in and shoot him in the face.
That is true, but, you know, evidence. The less evidence, the better.
Riddle just shrugs.
Alright, thank you. Alright, we'll get right on that then.
What ties does the PI have to Riddle? Riddle says that the PI investigated him previously, stopped, but still knows too much for Riddle to feel safe in his new business venture.
Yeah.
But does the PI have himself? The private investigator is fairly well known in the corporate world for being like, like the PI whose job it is to find out if like their spouse is cheating on them. Yeah, he's that kind of PI.
Oh, okay. So he's a joke.
Well, not necessarily. He is like actually pretty good at his job, and he's well enough known to where, like, he's hired by bigwig executives and stuff like that. But he
Yes,
isn't like
to see if
an
there's
assassin
significant
or
others are
anything.
cheating on them.
Yeah, he's
he's
just
not
a private
like
investigator.
he's not like going in and uncovering corporate espionage like we do.
Yeah,
a
he's just a dude who gets hired by the corporate espionage victims to go see if the other corporate espionage victim is cheating on them or not.
I see.
Or
Alright,
like,
well,
find missing people and stuff like that.
I mean, I don't have any more questions.
Alright. If you have nothing else, Riddle will bid you.
Bury
do.
me?
I mean,
Whoa.
he could bury you if you needed to.
Whoa.
You'd be there in front of the, like, a nice guy in the punching bag if you keep asking questions.
Alright, well. I think we're just about ready to go on this mission then.
Alrighty. Where do you guys go? Who do you guys talk to? Do you guys stick around? Do you just, you're like, we're going right away? 24 hours, clock is ticking.
Kara will have like a couple hors d'oeuvres that'll take for the road.
How many who's and what's in?
Couple hors d'oeuvres for the road.
Ah, of course. You pick up some, like, fancy hors d'oeuvres, some, like, cheese and crackers, that Italian thing where they put, like, the tomato and, like, the
Oh, I know what you're
cheese
talking about,
on the toast. I forget what it's called.
I do too.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
tasty,
really
though.
good,
While you're gone, I want to look at this address. Like, what's the area like? The area, lower middle class.
Oh, dude, this is gonna be so easy. Taking candy
Not
from my baby.
not like the ghetto, but like apartment
Not
level.
like the good area.
Like
Yeah.
where like Oid used to live before the like Mount Fu clan and the Rakai kicked his door in. That
Yes.
kind of place, yeah.
Ah, there's no security in those apartment buildings.
Yeah, not like super rundown, less rundown than Oid's place was, but
Not like.
I mean, you
perfect.
could just walk in and shoot him, yes.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't want getting back to us because the crew has registered firearms.
What do you mean, bro? Bonus's gel pistol isn't registered to anybody.
That's true.
And his gel
I
gun
could-
doesn't leave.
My
casings,
revolver is
too.
not registered.
That is true.
Probably doesn't have a serial number either.
Yeah, probably not. And definitely not the own security gun, it doesn't, the gel pistol, and that has no casings to it either. So, why don't we just use that?
No, yeah. I wanna get a bullet in with my revolver. That's all I really want to do. It's got tracers. Alright, I'd say we're ready to go.
Alright, are you guys heading right to the address? Are you gonna stop off somewhere first? What do you do?
Do we want to go right to the address?
You get your. So why are you? Is Buzz gonna get his shotgun next time? You're gonna go in like a SWAT team and blow the place sky high.
That's why I'm saying I could use my revolver and get like one clean shot off, because I'm using my gunslinger as well. And,
Kill everyone on site. You're
like-
gonna take it the
it's
whole
not like-
building.
It's not like the shell casing is gonna pop out of the gun when I'm done firing it. It's just one shot, bang, it's still in the chamber.
Yeah, that is true. Revolvers don't leave casings behind unless
They
you
don't
reload.
leave shell casings, and with revolvers, the amount of kinetic force is so impactful that any semblance of a bullet is destroyed.
Yeah, it's usually like the high caliber revolver you bought. That would
Exact.
shadow the bullet would fragment as soon as it hit a wall.
Sooner to probably at the back of the skull, to be honest.
Yeah, or if the guy's wearing any armor or anything.
On his face.
On his face. Gloves. Bonus
He's
never
bonus
goes
now?
anywhere without gloves.
He's
Yeah,
bonus
he has
now.
yeah, bro, he's got a mask. He wears a power armor helmet around.
No actual suit, just a helmet.
Yeah, just the helmet.
But we don't even need gloves if we're kicking his door in.
No body on head. He skipped body day, only head day.
Boot gloves.
Those do exist though, boot gloves. In real life too. They're like what doctors wear, nurses wear.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's get to this apartment and gank this fellow.
All right, so you guys go to his address, and you know we really got to you know, so I gotta set this noir scene here, you know. So you know it's raining because it's Ryan's town. It's not, when isn't it raining? It's pitch black because it's nighttime. When isn't it pitch black? And it's all black and white. Don't ask questions. I mean, it's black and white except for like the neon lights everywhere. Those are in color because they have to be stylistic and artsy. Because it's a cyberpunk noir, not a normal noir.
This isn't like 1940s noir.
Yeah, and you guys pull up to this apartment building, and on the outside, it looks a little bit nicer than Oid's previous apartment. A little bit newer, at the very least. You know, the front door's still attached to the hinges.
Alright.
Always a good sign.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys would know from the address that Riddle gave you that this dude's office/apartment is on the 6th floor. And you can see, like next to one of like the windows, like up on the 6th row above you guys, there's like a big neon sign that would say, what's his name? His name is Thorn. So it would say like Thorn Investigator Inc.
This Thorn guy's gonna be a real thorn in my side if he doesn't go down easy.
It is dark, yes. It's like probably like 10 o'clock at night by the time you guys get to this place. Probably taking you like an hour to drive here.
It's on. I'd assume there's an elevator. Could just get in the elevater.
Must do the window. You're gonna use a rappel line.
Use the grips. Just start climbing up.
I mean, you could climb up the side of the building if you wanted to. Okay, so Nox gets like, you know, off of her bike and out of her car, whichever one, and begins to just like scale the side of this building like Spider-Man.
Being obligated to look down and whoa.
If you're gonna be stealthy, that's an agility check, yeah.
It requires a certain finesse. I'm just gonna go in and up the elevator.
Alright, you go inside. 10. Okay, so yeah, so Nas like gets to like the 2nd floor, and you guys can no longer see where she went. She's just gone. Invisible. Has gone to the astral plane, as a matter of fact. Left this realm of existence.
A literal spider.
So yeah.
Has become a literal fly on the wall.
Yeah. Pretty funny. Look away, you can't find it again. Exactly.
I'll turn to Bonus after she disappears, and it's like, elevator?
Bonus looks at you and is like, elevator. And then you both walk inside.
I will take out my revolver, make sure the chambers are loaded, and then flick it back up.
If only you bought like a 38 special revolver, like a snub nose, made it really noir. That'd be peak.
No, it's
but it's not. It's like a 57.
It's not a 44 Magnum. It's a 55 Magnum.
So 500. 500 Magnum.
Essentially, yeah. We don't need to be quiet.
Yeah, of course not. You guys probably heard a couple of gunshots just driving here.
Are there cameras inside?
Hmm?
Are there cameras on the inside?
On the outside?
On the inside.
On the inside? No, definitely on the inside.
Yes. Oh, good. Perfect. In and out. Quick and easy. Done.
Yeah, so there's either like, you know, you guys still are in the Deco district of Ryanstown here, so it is, like, the interior still looks like it used to be super nice, and then, like, it got abandoned or, like, sold off, and nobody's bothered maintaining it. So the carpets are a bit moldy and gross. It smells like, you know, musty, damp carpeting. All the fancy wallpaper is kind of peeling. There's nobody behind the front desk. Also because it's like midnight almost, but you know, still. Yeah, you guys head to the elevator and they climb to the 6th floor.
Well, I mean, we take a nice nonchalant ride up. It's just me and Bonus and the dog in the elevator, just listening to the terrible jazz music.
Yeah, that's the jazz music, and then it just like you know, cuts to not
the great
Mission
jazz
Impossible.
music
So, like,
that we were listening to at the Speakeasy.
yeah, this is like, and the speakers are like really bad quality, so it sounds like garbage. And you're just like, oh, this isn't even good elevator music. This is like the worst quality elevator music.
It's like, man, we left a nice jazz club for this.
Yeah, we could have stayed there, had a nice time, but
We
no.
could have just not done the contract.
We could have just taken the free drinks and free food and just mooched off of Riddle for a while. But no.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like the dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, 6th floor away.
Yeah. So you guys make it to the 6th.
Meanwhile, Knox is dun dun.
Yeah. Yeah, waiting at the window. Are you there yet? You know, the elevator door reaches the 6th floor. It opens up, and there is like a few doors in this like long hallway here. Probably would be it'd be like a shotgun hallway. So it goes from like the front to the back. Probably like 4 doors on this long hallway, because this is like the office floor. So there's like the 4 doors, and then there are like AR like signs, like neon holographic signs out front of each of them that tells you like who owns them. And the farthest one, closest to the front of the building, on the left side, if you're looking at the front door, is a sign for Thorne's Investigative Services.
Well, we found the one we're looking for. I'll go with Bonus, and I'll have Bonus wait right behind me, or like flush against the wall. Ankh is gonna be right next to Bonus, machine gun out, leaning a little bit to the right. And I'll go up and knock on the door.
All right. So you go up and walk on the door. Come up the door so I can go in feet first. Okay.
Definitely doesn't see someone climbing up his building.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
I mean, I think. Of the window. Yeah, I think. Is Knox going to like go to the window corresponding to like the front like reception area, the guy's office, or his actual apartment? Because there are like different things.
That is actually very important, because then you can tell us if anybody's in there. We're at the office door.
Yeah, there is no like door for the apartment. You have to walk through the office to get to the apartment.
Exactly.
By the office. Okay, so you look into the office window, and you see, again, cloaked partially by a shadow, because this is, of course, noir. There is a man seated behind his desk. The only light in the room is the neon coming through the big window that you're in front of, and his like bright, like cyan glow stick in his mouth that puts out the glowing smoke and stuff and glows in his mouth. And he's sitting there behind his desk, staring at the door, essentially. Alright. And then Nox relays that information over subvocals to the others.
Okay. I'm gonna give it another knock.
Alright, so you knock on the door, and after like a second, the door opens, and a young woman, probably in her like mid to late 20s, is sitting there, and she's like her purse in her hand. And she's like, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry, gentlemen, but we're just closing up for the day."
I'll subvocal to Bonus and Nox. I'm about to kick the door in, cause I'm assuming she has it like on a crack, right?
Well, I'm thinking that she's like fully opened it because she doesn't expect you guys to like gun her down. So she's like, she's also trying to go home herself. So she's like leaving as you guys are walking in.
I'll probably feel bad about this later, but right now I really don't care. I'm going to quick draw and shoot past her. The guy at the desk. Yes.
Well,
so
the office is through a different door. You can't see him yet.
Okay. So then, just be like, it's urgent, may we?
Okay, so like, oh, it's an emergency. And okay, make me a charisma check then to convince her that it's an emergency.
What's my charisma look like? I need to get more skills that boost my charisma. I need to make charisma Cairo a thing. You said it's just a flat roll, or?
Yeah.
Alright. That is a 7.
A 7. Alright, with a 7, she's like, oh, well, and she looks like you, and she looks at Bonus, and Bonus is like menacing over your shoulder looking at her, and she's like,
and then she looks at the dog?
Yeah, looks at the dog.
And the dog wins her over.
The dog wins her over. She's like, well, if it's an emergency, I'm pretty sure Mr. Thorne is still in his office, so, yeah, sure, come on in. And she, walks back inside, and she cracks the door open into his office, and she leans her head in, and she's like, Mr. Thorne, I've got some last-minute clients here for you. And and you hear him sigh, and he's like, all right, let him in. And then she turns around, and she's like, all right, you guys can, go right inside. And she'll probably give Cairo, the AR, invoice information to fill out for, billing and stuff like that.
He's not gonna get that money. This guy's not gonna get that money. Alright. Yeah, I'll take the invoice in. But I'm not gonna fill it out yet. And then I'll walk into the office.
Alright. As you walk into the office, and the private eye is there, his face cloaked in shadow except for his bright glowing cigar style glow stick, sitting behind this metal desk. There is an NW 1911, which is a KE issue, KPD issue firearm, on his desk in front of him, and he's sitting there, and he looks at you guys enter, and Bonus closes the door behind him, and the detective kind of looks over at you guys, and he sighs, and he's like, I had a feeling somebody would be coming for me sooner or later.
Meaning in...
And he chuckles, and he's like, look, fellas, it's my job to read people. You guys aren't looking for somebody to do investigative work.
Okay, quick draw.
Okay, you're just gonna dome him.
Yes.
All right, so you just. All right.
Check at a -2.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's a crit.
Oh, and the -2 doesn't negate crits anymore. We changed that rule while you were away, so you still crit. So roll damage and then double it.
That is, what is that? 2d100.
It might be. It should be more than that, shouldn't it?
2d12 times 10.
Yeah, because it's a revolver.
Yes.
And then at the same time, as you quick draw, Nox jumps through the window. And like, combat rolls to withstand, stands up, draws.
Oh my gosh. 11 and a 9 times 10 doubled.
11 and a 9, so it's
Literally
200.
911.
It's 400 damage. My God.
No, can I make this a called shot?
You would have had to have rolled a disadvantage for it to do that.
I'll roll a
I mean,
second
it's enough
dice.
to kill him anyway.
Oh, okay.
No
Okay,
chance
never
of-
mind.
He has
Never
like
mind.
armor on, but it's not enough to save him.
Oh, cool. I'm also gonna take his what is it?
And
NA1911. NW1911. I'm taking that for myself.
Bonus was gonna take that. Wow. Can't believe
No, it's
you've done
mine.
that.
I made the
believe
kill.
you've done
It's
that.
mine.
Can't
trophy.
believe you've done that. But it's gonna dumb you when you could pick up the gun.
I'm known for taking weapons from my victims. I took the karambit, the bone karambit, and now I'm taking the NW1911.
Yeah, but that's a KE gun, and that's what bonus is all about.
And
Bonus is all
your
about those
point?
KE guns, bro.
I have a collection going.
So
I am
does
making
bonus.
a collection from every corp.
You're gonna buy like
Anyway,
Hermes
is it
artillery gun.
critical a headshot?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
crit's
I don't
a
even need
headshot.
to worry.
So yeah, so you just he's like, oh, I figured somebody's gonna be coming for me sooner or later, and you just like, well, all right. You just quick draw him from the hip, just and like
From the back, actually.
oh yeah, from the so you
Yeah, because my holster's on the back.
yeah, so you quick draw from the back, and hip fire him, and it hits him square between the eyes, and it just and it like pops his head off like a water balloon, and his brains splatter against his like the display case behind him that's covered in like his police medals and like photos of his family and all those nice things.
Purple chunks of metal in the gray matter.
Yeah, I'll get covered in chunks of his brain and blood, and see, his body is just like his like stumped neck, and as his body like leans over and smacks onto the desk, and blood begins like gushing out in a fountain, and the woman screams in the other room, and you hear her her heels start to, run out the door.
So I didn't have Ankh come in with us. So can I have Ankh pull an Overwatch?
Well, Nash is going to. I assume Nash would have like ran into the reception area immediately, and then sliced her to bits, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Cut her in half. Okay, yeah. So, quick draw. You jump in. She screams. You hear her start to run. Nux, sprints through the door, draws her sword off her back, and just from right shoulder to left hip, just cuts her clean in half.
Alright.
She doesn't even roll
before we-
rolling damage for that. She's like 100 HP. She's
Before,
she's done.
Before I end up doing what I'm going to do, I'm gonna take a picture of the body and send it to him. Did he give us a number for proof?
Yeah. I'll say he would have given you like a burner phone for
burner?
proof.
Okay. So yeah, I'll send our proof to the burner.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you send the proof off to him.
And then just to make sure that nothing here is traceable, yes, I am going to take the pistol, and then I'm going to go into his kitchen, disconnect the gas hose, and then take a match and just flick it onto the stove.
Okay. Yeah, so you could do that. So you take the pistol. Bonus gets angry at you, saying he wanted to take the pistol. And then you guys like leave and you walk into the apartment and you turn on the stove. You'll turn the gas on the stove. It probably would be electric as in a sci-fi far-flung future. Actually, this is a bad apartment, so it's be gas.
Exactly. So it's a gas stove.
Yeah, it's a gas stove, and you turn the gas on, and you like light a match and you flick the match into the. I don't know. I think like you wouldn't even need to. I think like his glow stick would set the gas off at a certain point.
Really?
Yeah, because it just still put off electric charge.
Do we toss the receptionist's body in there with him?
If you guys want.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Alright. And then Knox leaves through the window again. I assume everybody has gloves on. I mean, Bonus never doesn't wear gloves.
Like, crawls out of the window.
Yeah, just like the ring and just like spider climbs through the window. But yeah, I mean, Bonus doesn't even have fingerprints. He has two bionic arms. So does Cairo.
Neither do I.
And neither doesn't have fleshy arms. So only Knox has fingerprints.
Once we get back outside, though, I'm going to open the breech of my gun, take the shell out, and drop it down the sewer drain.
Alright, easily enough. You drop.
Because I'm assuming there's like a lot of rushing water down there.
Yeah, because it's always raining.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll like drop it down the drain.
Alright.
And then I'll put a new shell in.
You drop it and you reload. That can be done. And then. As you guys get in your cars and begin to drive away, the 6th floor that like quartered the building, this fireball erupts from the windows and stuff. Shatters ones that were still left, and you hear signs off in the distance as fire and police drones begin swarming the building and like fire trucks and stuff. Because I imagine the fire trucks probably have like extinguishers built into them. So they can kind of help, but like not really. So the drones swarm the building, and you hear like sirens off in the distance as you guys book it.
Bodies burn at like 5,000 degrees, including bone.
You guys receive your automated payment of $12,500 each.
Nice. Kara's gonna like sit back in the driver's seat and give Ankh like affirmative pets. Even though Ankh did like nothing.
He did nothing. He's the mascot. He's there for his moral support, alright?
Exactly.
Don't hate on him like that.
Ankh serves his purpose.
Knox has 99,700 colors.
Wait, what?
Just below 100k.
Oh my gosh. So,
Or he gets nothing. He's always not here.
Kyra really doesn't really have anything else that he wants to do, I think one contract for the night, I think, for him is good.
Alright, yeah, so we can end the episode off there then, and we can continue the assassinations next time.
Yes, sir. If you enjoyed it, let us know. If you didn't, we don't care. This is about what we enjoy, not you. You're here to talk to us. Not talk to us, but listen. So, we will see you next time.
Right now,
No.
through your screen.
Tell me your day. Grab your screen. I am coming through the abyss.
I'm in your walls. I'm in your walls.
I am inside of your walls. But yeah, no. If you enjoyed it, let us know. Let us know what we do right. We'll see you next time on Quest for the Core.